Communication. Communication is key in all aspects of life, especially when one is trying to lead. People normally respond best to those that don't mumble a lot and those that don't drone on and on and on about analytics, which I find hilarious because apparently my most favorite form of communication is analytical. Those that know me have experienced what it's like to talk to me. I'm normally quiet when it comes to a large room and there's a lot of people talking at once. I have good ideas when you do talk to me, but I only express them in a one-on-one basis or when I'm directly asked to express my opinion. You know, similarly to now, when I'm directly asked to speak in front of you today. Where did this communication style develop? Well, looking back, there are two reasons. The first of reasons is, you guessed it, my upbringing. For those who know me, you know what the deal is. For those who don't know me, well, here's the synopsis. My mom and dad both worked as engineers on what is now the retired F-14 fighter jet. My mom has a degree in electrical engineering, while my dad has a degree in physics. They both decided to homeschool their child from day one to the graduation of high school with the motto, questions, questions, questions. I had to be analytical in order to get the answers that I sought out. I even remember one time as I was learning multiplication tables when I was 5 years old. I would say to my dad, 4 times 4 equals 16. And then he would respond, good. Now, why is that? I had to get analytical. I couldn't just say what something was. I always had to explain why it was. And why it was to the nth degree or the satisfaction of who I was talking to. That's one of the reasons. The second reason for this communication style comes from my genuine interest in the natural sciences. Learning why things are and how they work, spending time in laboratories, and even in college being able to succinctly describe how much sodium is in Pringles potato chips in a quantitative way, well, all of that naturally cultivated my analytical communication style. Even to this very day, I have to have things written in advance or write them out someplace else so that I know what I'm saying in order to keep any kind of intelligent flow. This is true especially when I'm beginning to speak in front of other people or discuss topics with others. Which brings me to how my analytical communication style interacts with my previously talked about leadership style. Ultimately becoming an analytical, democratic trendsetter. What a mix. The pros that I see coming from this combination are that I'm intelligent, but not necessarily a know-it-all. I know how to research things before I turn to other people for their opinions. I will adapt to others if I do find something from their opinions that I'll be able to work with, thus creating something different and new via innovation, mixing our ideas together. The cons of having this combination is having a tendency of making lists, scripts, or comparisons that I either make in my head or write out, and then normally get tripped up by anything new that happens that I didn't prepare for in advance already. In addition, I might actually come off as a know-it-all because I point out all of the things that are supposed to work and not work due to my own research to the people that are trying to give me new ideas. Holding this leadership style and this mixture of leadership and communication is not going to be easy, but challenging. And it's not going to matter on how much knowledge I have. It's going to matter on how much time I take. Time to listen, time to research, and time to act. Because unfortunately, all I see is just more things for me to analyze. Mr. Toastmaster.